Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we're going to be talking about an adaptation of the high windmill from the half kneeling position, the half kneeling windmill. The kneeling windmill is actually a pretty good thing for a lot of people to know because there's a smaller range of motion in the movement and it requires less hamstring mobility. We will use this as a breakout drill when teaching windmills because it teaches a couple of different things. It teaches stability in the half kneeling position. It teaches you to engage the muscles in the side of your body, your side abs, and it teaches you how to lock out an arm and rotate your shoulder with your abs. All very important for developing your high windmill, all very important for developing abs with kettlebells from a standing position that doesn't require a bunch of extra equipment like a GHD. I find this adaptation to be very useful, and we use this as also breakout training for Turkish get-ups. You will recognize this movement as being directly part of a Turkish get-up. It's one of kind of like the 8 fundamental movements of a Turkish get-up. So let's work on it. In our half kneeling position, our full kneeling position would be 2 knees on the ground. Our half kneeling position is 1 knee on the ground and the other leg at 90 degrees. Our shin is vertical. We would like our knee to be generally over our ankle. It can kind of shift forward and back, but this is where we would like it to mostly stay. We would like our legs to be about shoulder width apart. We would like that lead leg pointed straight ahead if we can help it. If we have a bunch of turnout, it's just weird. We would prefer not to do that unless we're a ballerina and we're doing a 5th position kneeling thing, or I can't remember what it is in ballet, but it's weird. So our windmill is going to come from our lockout position. So we already need to know how to get it to that position, whether it's a kneeling clean and press or a clean and press to a step back lunge to this position. We're finding this stable point. We have lockout in this top hand, and we are going to simply drop our hand down, keeping our eye up on the sky, engage our ab muscles, and rotate our body all the way back up. Drop down, drive up. Drop down, drive up. Think of this as a kettlebell half side sit-up. If you were to think about CrossFit, you would think about GHD side sit-ups, which I don't think a lot of CrossFitters are doing a lot of anymore. I think they're doing just front to back sit-ups, but you know, I used to do them back in the day. And our high windmill, which is all the way down and all the way up. So our standing version of this exercise has a greater range of motion than the kneeling version of this exercise. I also really like practicing this portion because this is also part of what's called a Crav get-up or a fighting get-up, where you get hit, you knock down, you get all the way back up by putting your hand on the ground, sweeping your leg through, and orienting your body all the way back up. So this position is in a lot of stuff. Therefore, we would like to work on it until we're really good at it. We're going to get the weight up. We're going to clean it up. L of our hand to the L of the kettlebell. Point our thumb back. Verticalize our forearm. Thumb as at the height of our collarbone. We are now going to press. We are now going to hold the lockout, focusing on our hello Helens, as we like to call them in the biz. And then we're going to sit all the way up, track our hand down, find the ground, and then engage standing up. With a lightweight, this is not much of a challenge because there's not much range of motion into it. You're not getting very far down, but some people will have weaknesses here, and we need to strengthen these muscles in increments. Start with a half range of motion and build up towards standing ranges of motion. 24K kettlebell. Get to the lockout. Normally with kneeling exercises, you do less weight than you do standing up. With this exercise, you probably do more weight. If you can get the kettlebell to lock out, then you can probably do more weight. More weight in order to train for bigger weights in the standing versions of this activity. Get to lockout. Any athletic movement that you have in any sport can probably be broken down into smaller pieces, and then those smaller pieces can be turned into programs, either for reps or for time under tension. Frequency, intensity, time, and type. Type, the last one in that list, is kind of the important one. Type, what are you training for? So if you were training for ballet positions, it would be one thing. If you're training for martial arts positions, the program would be different. If you were training for rowing, the program would be different. We're always trying to cross-train our sports with other types of activities, but we would like to try and see if we can keep some of those movement patterns or muscle chains to be generally the same. This has been Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica.